Hi there, my name is Andrew Lampi. I'm a third-year PhD student in developmental psychology at the University of Virginia. And today I'd like to tell you a little bit about a study I've recently been working on. There have been several studies that have investigated facial emotion recognition in parents of autistic children. Some of these studies have found parents of autistic children to perform worse on these tasks than parents of non-autistic children, while others have failed to find such a difference. And here we sought to contribute to this discussion. So our study investigated two questions. The first was whether mothers of autistic children would perform comparably to women of other groups in an emotion recognition task. And the second was whether performance on this task would be related to mothers' level of alexithymia, which is the ability to describe or distinguish between one's emotions, or their level of autistic-like traits. So with data collected as part of a larger study, we were able to investigate this question with 4 groups of women. Their characteristics are presented in the table here, but briefly, we collected a larger sample of college women as a control, and then 3 groups of middle-aged women. One group was mothers of autistic children, another was a matched group of mothers of non-autistic children, and the last was an age-matched group of non-mothers. We presented these participants with a simple forced choice emotion recognition task consisting of 12 trials for each of 6 emotions. And in those trials, participants were presented a face, such as the one depicted here, and were asked to select which of the 6 emotions the face depicted. An average proportion of correct responses is broken down by group and by emotion, as shown in the figures here. One thing to note from these figures is that accuracy was high across the different emotions, about 85 to 90% or so. And in fact, there was no main effect of emotion. And as you can see, likewise, groups perform similarly to one another. And actually, the only group difference across all emotions was between college women and middle-aged non-mothers. And so importantly, this means that there were no other group differences. That is to say, mothers of autistic children did not differ from any of the other groups. Likewise, there were no effects of emotion type, nor the interaction between emotion type and group. And actually, neither level of alexithymia nor autistic-like traits were significant covariates. Thus, overall, we found no evidence that mothers of autistic children differed in their facial emotion recognition abilities from any other group of women we studied. And we found that performance on this task was not impacted by level of alexithymia or autistic-like traits like others have found. So in sum, these findings suggest that mothering an autistic child is not associated with poorer performance on a common socio-emotional task. So thank you for taking the time to listen. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at the address here, lampi@virginia.edu. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.